Good morning, it's Jessica with Scrapfabulous. I'm coming on today with a How to Kill a Kit with Style layout for November. I am using, this paper is Brave and Bold by Amy Tangerine, and I think that was all that was in my How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. And I, had a plan and everything, which was awesome. I am documenting when I was a teenager, I was diagnosed with anorexia nervosa, and I have these pictures, not a whole lot, but some that I never thought that I would actually scrapbook, but I've sort of been diving into like really old photos, and I figured I would get some of this stuff documented from my life because there's so many questions that I have for my family members that that have either already passed on or whatever that I'll never get answers for. And I thought, there might be a great grandchild down the road or something that might want to know some of these things, for maybe whatever they're dealing with, or just out of curiosity, because I'm always curious about people's lives and what they've gone through and how they got through it, and what got them there, and etc. So anyway, so I thought I would kind of take that approach with some of my scrapbooking for my life. So I wish that I had the original person that I saw this idea where you kind of do that little like cascading of the actual base. I love it. It really just adds kind of a different element to it, especially, and these papers, some of them are so bold that I like get a little intimidated by them, but this has really helped. So anyway, the picture that I am scrapbooking is a picture of my mom visiting me in the hospital. I was there for 3 months. And so she was visiting me, and I loved her she had a top on that was black and white animal print. I think it was like a leopard print or cheetah print or whatever. And I loved it. I loved how, like, my mom was very, I don't want to say simple in her dress, but she was very like, efficient. I don't know how to put it, and I used to love how my mom would put together like jewelry and stuff, and she was never over the top or whatever, but I have found that I have grown to be a lot like that. Like, I have a few basic pieces that I just add things to or whatever, but I don't know. It's just one of the things. I might actually do a whole page about that because, I should probably tell a little bit of my mom's story too. I have a lot of her old pictures that I would like to get scrapbooked so that I can tell her story a little bit from my perspective, at least. And maybe I could start interviewing her. Anyway, I know I'm thinking out loud. Okay, so if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm not a big mixed media person because I get a little bit like, oh my gosh, I'm going to mess this up. And that is exactly what I did here, is I totally messed it up. That blue is not going to match the blue that I'm going to use in this page. So I end up just covering that up. And that's okay. I tried. It didn't work for me, and that is okay. I don't have a whole lot of mixed media like product to use, and actually I have some, like, I don't know if it's modeling paste or something like that I have never used. I'm very intimidated by that, and I watch all these videos like Rebecca Lockhart. I watch She's Crafty. I watch all these ladies, and I know it's not too hard. I think I just make it hard on myself. So anyway, I am using that branding strip because I want to just add one more little layer, because I wanted to pull in more of that black and white, like how she has on her shirt or blouse. So I cut this little banner strip, and I think that I'm going to use it. I'm pretty sure I end up pulling it. That blue was kind of clashing with that green blue that I felt like it pulled too much from it. So I just stacked up those papers and went for it. I'm going to pop this picture up with the foam. And let's see. I hope that you guys are playing along, finding inspiration. There's a lot of ladies that participate in How to Kill a Kit with Style. And yeah, I hope that everyone's has had a wonderful week. I taped this a while ago, or recorded this a while ago, but today, the voiceover, it is Friday, November 19th, and yeah, it's a busy, busy day for me. So I thought I would just take about 5 minutes to get this uploaded, because the rest of the day is going to be kind of really busy. And I realized I hadn't, excuse me, coffee, I think I'm going to need another cup. I realized I hadn't gotten a video up in a while, so I wanted to get that done. So I am going to start looking for embellishments to add to this page. I have to be honest, with all of these pages that I end up doing for my kind of anorexia documentation, or my hospitalization documentation, I was trying to stick to just this collection, not really because I didn't want to use any of my other stuff, but because I wasn't quite sure how I would use this stuff anywhere else. So I'm kind of having to really dig to see like how I can do. And then later I go in for some of my pages, I end up adding some extra like flowers and stuff like that. But I am very much sometimes if I struggle with a page, like days or weeks later, I'll go back and add some pieces to it once I can kind of step away from it. I admire the ladies that just kind of knock out a page and then they're done with it. That it doesn't always happen for me, and that's okay. I have to keep telling myself that's okay. It's part of my process. So anyway, for this one, I use that it's nice to be nice because, looking back, my mom she really sacrificed a lot to help get me better, as far as like, taking time off of work, which of course at the time I was a teenager, so I did not understand all that. So I'm pretty sure I was very self-absorbed. And now having teenagers, like my youngest is 18, and now having teenagers, I'm kind of like, wow, she really, and then she had her own like recovery journey as well. Like this kind of started, in our family, we've dealt with, alcoholism and eating disorders. Like mine has always been anorexia and hers was overeating and stuff like that. So like she was dealing with her own stuff, right? And then had to deal with her teenage daughter starving herself to almost death. And, looking back, I think, wow, she's a strong mama. She really had to, kind of set aside her own stuff to help her daughter get better. But yeah, it has turned out for the best because we've had a lot of, self-evaluation, which, I'm still sort of on that journey. I relapsed in 2016, but not to the point of hospitalization, but I was pretty skinny again. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get heavy. I just wanted to kind of explain why I put "it's nice to be nice." Like, that was very nice of her, and nice doesn't even explain it, right? So I am adding little bits and pieces. I'm adding more color. It's kind of hard for me because that yellow is like really sticking out to me. But luckily I use that paper that has some of the pink and the teal, and that's helping me to add color. I'm just going to add little hearts because it's my mama and I love her. Let's see, what else do I add to this? Oh, some of those clear stickers. So I also am submitting this page for the My Little Scrapbook Store, one of their challenges for the party in November. And so that's why I added that little yellow sticker up to the top right that says "Oh So Grateful," because the challenge for the My Little Scrapbook Store is to scrapbook something that you're grateful for. And my mother is definitely someone I am extremely grateful for. If it wasn't for her and getting me hospitalized, I probably would not have made it. So here I'm going to pull in some of my Nouveau drops. I'm so in love with that black and that yellow for the Nouveau drops. I use them a lot, I'm finding. There I just wanted to test it because I wasn't quite sure if that pink, it's like a pink glitter, was going to match, but it did. So I'm just going to add some of these finishing touches, and I think I'm almost done with this layout. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching and following and subscribing, and I hope that you're finding inspiration and are staying safe and well for the holiday season. And I will be back, I believe this weekend there's a hop that I have said that I would like to participate in, which I need to pull together. Oh yeah, I'm going to add some of this tassel trim. Isn't that trim just fabulous? I love it. I think it's so cute. And it's a little bit like wild, like my mom's shirt. So I think I'm almost done, y'all. Yep, that's me saying I'm done. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with another layout shortly. Toodles.